Hi, I'm Rebecca Bradley, and today I'm going to give you 3 tips for writing police procedurals. Why am I in a position to give you those 3 tips? Well, I'm a retired police officer with 15 years service, 7 years in uniform, and the remainder as a detective in a specialist unit. So, what are my 3 tips for writing a police procedural? The first one, and it's my pet peeve whenever I see it in any book that I'm reading, is the use of the phrase WPC. You don't see the phrase MPC for male police officer, so why do we need the W in front of PC for a female police officer? We don't need it. It hasn't been used for over 20 years, it's archaic. Don't write WPC just because you want to show that it's a female police officer that is speaking. Just use the phrase female police officer if that's what you want to indicate. WPC is out of touch. It's not been used for a long, long time. Tip number 2. This is one that I see quite regularly. The opinion that a DC is of a higher rank than a PC. I see someone will say that the detective is a promotion, and that's usually the terminology that's used. The detective is a promotion from being a uniform officer. It's not, because a detective constable rather than a police constable, and the thing that you need to look at is they're still a constable. The rank system is constable, sergeant, inspector, and constable is still the same rank. So police constable is in uniform, a detective constable is in plain clothes. Your detective constable is still exactly the same rank as your police constable. They don't get to tell you uniform officers what to do. They don't get to boss them about. They're exactly the same rank. They're just doing a different job. They've got a little bit more training. They're trained to a higher standard in investigative stuff, but they're not promoted higher than a uniform officer. They've just got a little bit more training to do more complex inquiries. So they're not a higher rank, it's not a promotion. And the third and final tip is the right to a phone call. This is more often than not seen in TV programmes and sometimes comes over into books, but there is no right to a phone call. You are given so many rights when you're arrested and taken into custody. One of the rights is you're given the right to have someone informed that you're there. That doesn't mean you can phone them and tell them that you're there. The police will do that for you. So you can have someone informed that you're at the police station under arrest, but that doesn't mean you can phone them and tell them. Now, it's possible that the police will let you make a phone call, but you don't have the right. Considerations will be who that person is that you want to phone, because if you're phoning your girlfriend who you live with and you're arrested on suspicion of a burglary, they might not let you make that phone call because you may be telling her to hide some stuff when the police are going to go and do a search of your house to look for some more stolen property. So they won't let you make that phone call. And you don't have the right to a phone call, so you can't demand it. So, but if you're phoning your mum and you don't live with her and there's nothing that is outstanding that the police are looking for, then it may be that they just allow you to have a couple of minutes on the phone with your mum. And if they're not too busy, they're not that heartless. So it just depends on the custody sergeant that's on the desk and how busy they are, what they're doing, and the facts of the case. So but you don't have an automatic ride to a phone call. So that's the 3 tips for today. I hope you enjoyed them and got something out of it. And I'll do another video at some point when I get round to it. All right then, thanks for listening. Bye.